You arrive without memory of the journey. There is no ground, only a shore. It is a coastline of buttons, millions of them, worn smooth by a tide that makes no sound. They shift and whisper under your weight. You look out at the sea. It is not water. It is a slow, churning expanse of grey dust, the accumulated lint from a billion forgotten pockets. The air does not move. It is heavy with the scent of old paper, of attics left sealed for a century, of the inside of a cedar chest you have never owned. A sound reaches you, not a roar, but a murmur, the sound of a million tiny metallic collisions, a soft, constant clattering, like a clockwork heart the size of a mountain. You follow the sound. You walk for a time that has no measure, the buttons clicking under your feet. The murmur grows, resolving itself into distinct notes, a jangle of keys, the slide of a single cufflink across a polished surface, the faint, tinny chime of a music box playing a tune no one living can name. The source of the sound rises from the dust sea, a figure so vast your mind struggles to contain it. It is a god, not of thunder or harvest, but of misplacement. Its spine is a chain of rusted house keys, each one a testament to a lock that no longer exists. Its ribs are a cage of bent spectacles and tarnished silver forks. Its flesh is a dense, shifting tapestry of single socks, their patterns faded, their mates lost to time. Photographs are plastered to it like skin, wedding portraits with the faces bleached by a forgotten sun, birthday parties where the celebrant's name has been lost, school pictures of children who are now nameless ancestors. Every so often, a doll's eye, embedded in the fabric torso, will catch the non-light and glint with a flat, vacant intelligence. This is the god of forgotten objects. And it is feeding. A slow, steady river of artifacts flows from the grey horizon, drawn towards the Titan. You watch a silver locket, engraved with initials that have lost their meaning, tumble through the air. As it approaches the god, you feel a phantom warmth on your own chest, the ghost of a memory of a girl with a ribbon in her hair. It is not your memory, but you feel its final, fading echo. The locket sinks into the god's thigh, and the warmth is gone. The memory is extinguished from all worlds. You see a child's drawing, the crayon wax cracked and peeling. It depicts a crooked house and a smiling sun. For a moment, you can almost smell the rain on a summer afternoon. Feel the rough texture of the paper under a small hand. Then the drawing is absorbed into the god's shoulder and the sensation vanishes. The art and the love that created it are now only matter, only fuel. This is the law of this place. To be forgotten is to be consumed. You believe you are an observer, a witness to this quiet, relentless entropy. You are wrong. You have only been watching the symptoms. Now you will understand the cause. The god stirs. It is a slow, tectonic movement. Its head, a dense sphere of watches with stopped hands and compasses that no longer point north, turns. It is a motion that takes an eternity and an instant, and then it sees you. 1,000 camera lenses embedded in its face, 100,000 reflective spoons and tarnished metals, all pivot, 1,000,000 glass eyes, all colors, all sizes, all fix upon you. They do not look with malice, they look with recognition. You feel a sudden, hollow coldness in your right pocket. An instinct makes you reach for it. Your hand finds nothing but lining, yet you feel the distinct, three-dimensional absence of what was there. A coin, perhaps, a smooth stone you picked up from a beach. You cannot remember the object, but you remember the weight of it. The memory of the thing is gone. Only the memory of its absence remains. The god has taken it, not from your pocket, from your history. A tremor runs up your legs. You look down. The buttons at your feet are no longer still. They are vibrating, aligning themselves, pointing from you towards the colossal figure. You are no longer on the shore. You are in the river. You try to step back, but your feet feel impossibly light, as if your connection to this place is fraying. A faint, silvery thread seems to extend from your chest, pulling you gently but inexorably forward. You are drifting now, not walking. The pull is the ache of being unremembered. You see other things in the river with you, a promise shaped like a whisper of smoke, a forgotten phone number, a tangled string of faded light, a secret sealed in an envelope that has yellowed to the point of transparency. They are all being drawn in, their essence unraveling as they travel. Your own essence begins to unravel. You hold up your hands and they seem less real. The light, such as it is, shines through them. The lines on your palms are faint, like pencil marks being erased. The feeling is not pain. It is a profound and terrifying subtraction. You are becoming less. The Somnium speaks the truth you now feel in your bones. You are not a visitor who stumbled into this realm. You are an object. You are here because the last person who held you in their mind is beginning to let go. Their memory of you is wearing thin, like an old coat. Soon, the final thread will snap and you will be forgotten completely. And then you will become a part of the god. Panic is a cold fire. It is the last thing you have that is truly yours. You must anchor yourself. But how do you fight against being forgotten? You have no weight here, no substance to resist the pull. Your only tool is the very thing being taken from you. Memory. You must remember, not the grand things, not the triumphs or the tragedies. Those are too large, too complex. They will dissolve before you can grasp them. You must remember the small physical truths. Remember the feeling of your own teeth, the unique geography of your own mouth. Trace them with a tongue that feels like smoke. Remember the precise curve of your own thumbnail, the little scar above your left eyebrow. Picture it. Feel the phantom itch of its healing. These are facts. These are proofs of your existence. The pull lessens just a fraction. The god seems to notice. A low groan echoes from its core, the sound of 1,000 forgotten doors creaking open. The river quickens. The pull intensifies, trying to scour these small, defiant memories from you. Do not stop. Remember more. Remember the specific weight of your head on a pillow. Remember the exact color of your own eyes seen in a mirror on a Tuesday morning. Remember the sound of your own name. Say it, not aloud, for your voice is gone. Say it in the last quiet space of your mind. Feel the shape of the syllables, the vibration of the consonants, the vowel that is the core of you. Your name is a sigil, a charm against the void. Hold it. It is the first thing you were ever given. It must be the last thing you surrender. The silvery thread from your chest glows, resisting the pull. Your hands become opaque again. The lines on your palms sharpen. You are still in the river, but you have found your anchor. You have reminded reality that you exist. For now, the god does not relent. It simply waits. It is patient. It has all the time that has ever been forgotten. You stand in the current, a fragile island of self-awareness in an ocean of oblivion. The stream of forgotten things continues to flow past you, brushing against you like ghosts. A single earring, a half-finished letter, a dog's collar, and then you see it, drifting slowly, end over end, just ahead of you. It is a key, an old, ornate brass key. As it tumbles past, a memory sparks in your mind, bright and painful. You see a small wooden box. You see your own hands fitting this exact key into the lock. You remember the satisfying click as it turns. You remember the scent of the wood. You remember what was inside. But as the key is drawn closer to the god, the memory fractures. The image of the box blurs. The feeling of the key in your hand fades. The knowledge of what was inside, it evaporates, leaving a cold, sharp-edged hole in your mind. The key sinks into the god's mass with a soft clink. It is gone, and a part of your past is now a part of its body. You have anchored your present, but your past is still being consumed, piece by piece. You are no longer just an object being forgotten by another. You are a history being forgotten by yourself. You look down at your left hand, the one that feels so strangely light. You understand now. You did not arrive empty-handed. You arrived, and then you were emptied. You were holding something when you came here. Something important. The first piece of you to be forgotten. And you know, with a certainty that freezes the marrow in your bones, that if you could only remember what it was, you would finally understand whose face is on the other side of this forgetting. You would finally know who is letting you go. But that memory is already gone. It is already a part of the god. You are trapped, not a prisoner, but a component in waiting. Your struggle has only bought you time to watch as your own life is unwritten, one lost object, one forgotten memory at a time, until nothing is left but an empty space, waiting to be filled by the endless, silent tide.